My name is Anthony James, and I love the German Netflix show Dark. I love it so much that I started a YouTube channel to talk about it. From the start, I've been told that the Dark train won't last forever, and if I want to continue to grow on YouTube, I need to move on. Well, you know what? I don't want to move on. This show is worth more. It's worth more theories, more analysis, deconstruction, and discussion. So if you're not ready to move on either, then you're in the right place. Right here on Dark Discussions. Hello and welcome to Dark Discussions, the place to be if you can't get Netflix's Dark out of your head. I'm your host, Origin Anthony James. Thanks for having me. On this show, we're going to be talking about themes, analyzing themes. We're going to be talking about theories. We're going to be answering your questions. I'm going to be having guests on the show, like Konrad, for example. I might also have my wife on the show. My wife is... I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but my wife works in film and TV. She works in the costume department, so it'd be great to get her talking about that. Also, my hope one day, is to get someone else from the YouTube community on in terms of Dark. There's a few people who talk about Dark. I'd love to get one of them on eventually down the road to have a chat. I would also like to maybe get you listeners to come on as well through a Discord. At some point, I'll set one up, and we could have you listeners come on, and you can choose what we want to talk about. You could either ask me questions, or we could just have a chat about a particular part of the show. It would be sort of like a mini podcast, I suppose. So there's lots of plans for this show. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. The part about it that I'm most excited about is getting you guys involved in the content. I love the idea of every week me telling you what next week's video is going to be about. And then you can flood the comments with ideas and what you think is happening in that particular area. So for example, you might remember one of my first videos that I ever did way back at the very beginning. Actually, the first video. So let me see if I can even find it here. So if I go all the way back, jeez, I've done a lot of videos in the first few months, haven't I? So all the way back, my first video was called Dark Theory, Religion and Mythology, Part 1. I only did 2 parts in that. I was going to do more, but then the trailers started dropping, and then I sort of had to do breakdowns of those. And then I was getting all these ideas in my head about what could happen in the show that didn't relate to religion and mythology. So I sort of got away from that a little bit. There was a few people commented on those videos saying that they really enjoyed the in-depth look at the scriptures and seeing how that involved the show and how I was able to predict. Now, I will say, go and watch my Dark Theory Part 1 if you haven't seen it. That's the first video that I put up. That's what inspired me to make a YouTube channel. And I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I predicted that Eva was going to exist. That was a given in my opinion. I predicted that her and Adam were going to be in the 2 different worlds opposing each other. I predicted that was going to be Marta who grew into that. I predicted that Claudia was going to be the one who sort of is the snake-like figure who is sort of leading Adam and Eve through this maze that is time. I predicted all of that. So if I go into here, now let me see. If I go and find my prediction, there we go. Now, I didn't know in what way Claudia was going to be the snake. I assumed she was going to be the snake in terms of giving the golden ball there, see? I thought she was going to be the one who gave that to Marta, mimicking the apple from the tree. Now, so there were some things I didn't get completely right. I want to revisit the religion and mythology. So next week, that's going to be the first topic, and I want you guys to help me out. You can help me out, but also help yourselves out. If you have certain parts of the content you want to see, so obviously we can talk about the idea that Noah's in it, but that was covered very much in the show. It's very obvious what Noah was there for. We can talk about who's God in this world. We can talk about the role of Adam and Eve. Do they mirror the Bible? We can talk about all sorts of things. Adam and Eve's child, is that mirror anything in the Bible? In my second video that I ever made, which was the Dark Theory second one, Religion and Mythology, I predicted that Noah and Agnes were going to be the children of Adam and Eve. I was very wrong on that. But I think the themes that I was going for were present. I think the Cain and Abel themes were very much present in Noah and Agnes, even if it wasn't. That's just a thematic thing, though. You know, we can analyze anything we want, but that was a thematic thing. The prediction didn't come out. So there's a lot more I got wrong than I got right, but I got my first one right. And isn't that what matters? Isn't that what matters? All right, guys. So next week, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be doing Adam and Eve. And we're going to be doing not just Adam and Eve, religion, mythology, religion in general. We're going to focus on religion next week. Mythology will hopefully be a different video. Who knows? I might have so much content just on the Adam and Eve and God and the sort of first book of Genesis stuff that I won't actually have to do anything else, and we could do a series of these religion videos. But the first one is going to be on religion. So if you want to comment down below any ideas you have for that, I really want to, this is called Dark Discussions, because I want the discussion and the conversation to be happening between me and you. Okay, so this my job, what I view my job is on here on YouTube is to keep the conversation going for us. I have been very, very lucky in that those first few videos I put up, people started watching them. I don't know who the first 20 people who subscribed to me were. All I can say is thank you very much. It's unbelievable that someone would subscribe to anyone with less than 10 subscribers. Even if I say in the video, please subscribe, I don't. It's a leap of faith on that person to subscribe. And thank you very much if you are one of the first few hundred. Even at that, I'm still very small on YouTube. So thank you very much for everyone who subscribed. It really means a lot to me. So if you want to catch Dark Discussions next week, subscribe below. If you want to partake in the content for it, make sure you comment below. I've got loads of ideas for this for things we can cover. I'll always let you know the week before what's coming, so that if you want to partake in the discussion, partake in the content, you can do that. You can go in the comments and you can get there. Eventually, when I set up the Discord, I know you know me. I'm full of promises about what I'm going to do. Most of the time, I come through with my promises. Like I promised Dark Discussions last week. Here we are. So the Discord will happen eventually. It might happen tomorrow. It just depends when I get time. You know, I've had a new baby, so you know, I say that I'm too busy, but I keep throwing these videos out, so I must be doing something right. So look out for Discord in the future, and then we can actually bring some of that discussion into the Discord if you want that as well, and then we can have more sort of more detailed chats in terms of it. But apart from that, that's me this week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to catch Dark Discussions. I also have a podcast every Monday and Saturday called the After Dark Podcast. We've done a few podcasts that haven't been about Dark in the last few weeks. One's been about Jon Snow, and one's been about the film Edge of Tomorrow. Both out of nowhere, I know. Some people weren't happy with it. Why? Just why? That was my favorite comment. But some people have actually watched them, and you are engaging and you are commenting, and me and Konrad are so pleased with that. Thank you very much. We love the little community that's going on this channel, and I'd love to continue it. And I think Dark Discussions is the best way forward. So thanks very much for watching. See you in the next cycle.